2013 Canada's Strongest Men. And frustration is the name of the game. Let me tell you, it has been a back and forth battle between the defending champion Caron and the former champion Savoie. Wow, I can't wait to see what happens in this show. And let's check out the standings after 6 events. We have Savoie narrowly in the lead over Caron. They're followed by Ruckstuhl, Landry, Boudreau, Saunders, Quinton, Skaarup. Rounding out the 12, we have Provick, Bryanton, Wallace, and Falk. This is a neck-and-neck battle right now. Anything can happen. Will the defending champ keep his title, or will the former champ get it back? My confidence has improved since I've done well in the international competition recently. You know, making the finals at last year's World's Strongest Man and making the podium in this year at the World Championships, I've improved my lifts, like my deadlift again, and my grip is the best it's ever been. I've trained very hard. It's going to be a great show this weekend. Well, Caron placed 8th at the World's Strongest Man this year, and I think it went to his head. You know, I need to maintain faith in myself so that, you know, I can do what I need to do. A champion needs to be very zen-like so that the inner strength is there when he truly needs it. I'm Brad Provick. Savoie.
Alex Wallace.
Quinton Falk, Skaarup, Bryanton, Ruckstuhl,
Mike Saunders.
Jean-François Caron, Jonathan Boudreau. And you're watching Strongman.
Jean-François Strongman.
Canada's Strongest Man on TSN.
LDS. TSN. TSN. ILDS. Yes.
Let's do it.
And we go right to event number 7, the Crucifix Hall. So this is another isometric event. They have to hold these hammers, Thor's hammers, at arm's length as long as possible. They weigh 30 pounds apiece. And first up is Skaarup. Wow, he's steady and not moving, Sam. This is a very difficult event to judge. The heads of the hammers have to be above shoulder level and preferably around ear level. So you can see that there. The hands have to be at approximately ear level. As soon as you dip from the position that you started, actually the event is over. So the referee helps you maintain that position at the beginning, just so that you can tell where you know the level is for you. So the referee becomes very important in this competition. It's very precise. Skaarup is doing very well here. Wow. Now some longer arms typically won't do as well, just because of the leverage disadvantage. Well, he's over 47 seconds. Oh, see that left arm coming in? There it is. Calls it at 49.89 seconds. Looks like a good start. That is an excellent time. And the stockier men will do a little better on average.
We seem to have some fun here.
Yeah, I think my Viking and my lumberjack roots kind of kicked in there. We're holding a hammer. Could have been 2 axes, but it was pretty easy. It was a lot of fun. And was giving a bit of a gun show to the crowd. So happy to do it.
Look, we're showing off those biceps. And we have Alex Wallace up next. So again, this is a traditional classic strongman. And look at the mild hyperextension in the arms of Wallace here. And I mean, this can be a disadvantage too, because you don't want to fully extend your arms just because it puts so much strain on the joint there. But he seems to be doing quite well. Yeah, we'll see if it works for him. He's got to do well. He needs to make up ground in this competition. Typically, the crucifix hold is a wild card because, you know, anyone can win this type of event here. It doesn't quite test the whole body the way the other events do. Well, let's see what happens. He's got a good time going. He's over 40 seconds. Crowd is cheering him on. He's starting to lose some position there, Sam. Struggling a bit, and it's called. Yeah, he got called. At 45.63 seconds. That's a very good time. Yeah. Very good time. His best event so far, I believe.
That's a very awkward event. You know, are you pleased with the result? Yeah, pretty good. It felt pretty good. I mean, it's always at the judge's discretion, but I think you did a good job. He's tough, and that's the way you need to judge it. I really like this event, and I find having a good technique, if I'm going to do good at it, I want to make sure it looks good.
And this competition is looking good. See right there, more strongmen ahead on TS. And we're back with more crucifix hold competition. We've got Christian Savoie up now. There's a nice setup there for Christian, just lowering them into position carefully. You don't want to waste any energy here. Obviously, well, he's already struggling. You can see that. He's ahead 3 points. Caron, who is the defending champion. So this is a critical event for him now. We only have 2 events left. This and the medley. He's got it too well. There was no room for error for either him or Jean-François Caron. You can see him shaking here. He's doing okay, but over 35 seconds now. Starting to struggle, Sam. Not going well, not going well. Oh no. Everything he has, it's not going to be a great time. 41.64 seconds. It's not a great time, Sam. Oh, you know, and these two.
Dans les hommes forts, faut donner notre 100%.
In Strongman, you have to give your 100%. You feel you did that here? No, after 2 days of competition, you know, you get tired. I did 35 seconds here, but I've done 52 in the gym. So I'm a bit disappointed in my performance. Well, let's see what happens with our next contestant, Provick. He's steady, off to a steady start, Provick. Multi-time Western Canada strongest man. There's his wife there. Always pictures. Video. She's got quite a documentary going on here, Sam. He's looking calm. He's looking solid as a rock. He's in that famous happy place that we talked about. That's right. Steve Bourgeois' happy place. I wonder if he's renting. Here we go. He's over 30 seconds. Again, this is a tough event to judge. And the different body builds make this a wild card. Now he's trying to beat the 49 seconds of Luke Skaarup. He's got to hit Quincy to win this. Dave, that left arm there. There you go, he got called. Not quite going to get there, but a good time. 45.26 seconds. That is a great time. Yeah, good job there.
It's a hard event because it just comes on so fast. You feel good, no problem. All of a sudden, it just hits you like a hammer, and you start to shake, and then nothing you can do. But I'm happy with that, so that's good.
And Quinton Falk in 25.90 seconds. He got last place in the event. Bryanton 34.03. And Jonathan Wade clocked in at 38.39 seconds. Mike Saunders did 35.29 seconds. Tough competition here. Ben Ruckstuhl clocked in just over 40 at 40.52. And Hantony Landry, 40.89 seconds. And here's Boudreau. This young man has been very impressive. He's a revelation in this event. In this contest, excuse me. There you go. He's bending a little bit. He's got to keep those arms straight. He's a young guy and he's doing well. Look at that. So the emphasis here is very much on the anterior deltoid, a little on the medial deltoid, the trapezius muscles, the biceps. You have to stabilize the upper back, and of course, core is working very hard here as well. Very important, all of those things. Right now, he's just thinking about holding on as long as he can. Watch that right arm. Starting to shake, doing what he can. To shake. Crowd is egging him on. He's yelling back. And look at that. Pretty good time, 41.83 seconds for the young man. Yeah, he seems satisfied. This kid has a lion heart. Good for him. And here is Jean-François Caron. We don't have to tell you how important this event. This is the moment of truth. He is the defending champion, and he was lagging behind Savoie. The two of them have been trading bad events back and forth. He had a disastrous Hercules hold. Savoie had a disastrous train wheel carry. Neither of them can afford to have a bad event anymore. And remember, Savoie's time was 41.64 seconds in this event. So let's see, Caron obviously trying to beat that time. He's looking good so far, Seth. He's looking very good. He's got a few seconds left to beat the 41. It's very hot today. The sun is very bright. You see the veterans maneuver. They're wearing the sunglasses. Every little bit does help. Oh, there you go. And look at that. He is over 41. Now he's going to try to do as well as he can and try to win this thing. Yeah, get as many points as possible. Distance is up from Savoie, and he's happy. There it is. 51.74 seconds. Great time for Wow. He's closing that gap. He may have surpassed it, in fact. I knew it would be a good event for me. We perform it often in international competitions, and I'm one of the best there. And this weekend, despite my bad events, to prove that I'm the best in the world, I'm going to finish this competition strong. So Jean-François Caron comes back and wins the event. He's followed by Skaarup, Wallace, Provick, Boudreau, Savoie, Landry, and Ruckstuhl. Wow, and he made up some points.
Hey, you! Yeah, you! Put your butt back on the couch, man, because you're going to be more strongman after the break.
And we'll be back with our final event after this, right here on TSN. And the fans are appreciative and excited for our final event, event number 8, the medley. So this is a two-part event, the tire flip and the chain drag. The tire weighs 955 pounds and the chain 700 pounds. Wow, look at that. They have 75 seconds to complete this course. They have to flip the tire for 25 meters and then drag the chain for 25 meters back. Well, and our first two contestants facing off against each other, we have Hantony Landry and Skaarup. That's right, they go in reverse order of their overall placing. We pair them up so that we go a little faster. They're not, in fact, going directly against each other, but against everybody. Right, but they use each other for motivation. Absolutely. There you go. Push each other along. This tire works the whole body. You have to literally push into the tire. You're driving with your legs, your hips, your calves. You have to lift with your back. You have to push your chest in the tire and then finish the lift by extending the body, pressing out with the arms and shoulders. As with all the other events, it's not just glute strength. It's all kinds of technique involved here. There's technique, there's timing. I mean, first and foremost, you need to be strong. You need to be explosive. But you need to have timing and athleticism and mobility and agility as well. Now, it looks like Skaarup has a bit of a lead here. Again, not one-on-one competition, but the better the time, Skaarup is ahead right now. There you go, he's pulling the chain now. Now, some of the same muscles that were worked doing the tire flip are worked doing the marine chain drag. In fact, most of the same muscles. Each of those links weighs over 100 pounds. Unbelievable, look at this. And we're told the chain is 700 pounds. So the guys will try and pull it fairly high to get less of it dragging on the ground, but that itself is difficult to do. Exactly, it's like a can't-win situation, but and let's check it out. And we've got 25.02 meters for Landry in total, and Skaarup comes in at 32.01 meters. A good start for these guys.
Great and strong finish at the end. This is a good event for you.
Actually, typically it's horrible. I've never finished this tire ever, but killed it today. Had to make up for my horrible truck pull yesterday. Really happy to do it. Hantony was pushing me all day. And happy to be here. Thank you very much.
Comments? How do you feel about your first Canada's Strongest Man? It's incredible. Like you said, it's my first Canada's Strongest Man.
Check the listing.
I checked the listing, and I'm in first right now in the event, but that could change. I couldn't be happier. And our next contestants, Brad Provick and Mike Saunders. Should be a good contest between these two strongmen, Sam. Yeah, West versus East. There you go. And we're off to the races. Let's see what happens here. I wonder how Mike Saunders is feeling. If he's too burnt out to go to the World Masters or not. Hopefully he'll have a little bit of regrouping time to get set for that competition. I think he has a good chance of being the Masters World Strongest Man, Steve. You know what? He's not embarrassing himself here against the younger guys, so he's competing against his own age. We expect him to do pretty well. Well, Saunders is in the lead here in this course. He's doing very, very well. And you know, typically it takes years for a man to develop the kind of tendon strength needed for this kind of competition. So a lot of men are at their strongest in their late 30s. Wow. Well, look at that. Well, he's doing great. Saunders definitely leading Provick here. Let's see what happens when he gets to the chain. The problem really is recovery and cumulative injury. So if you're relatively injury-free, you can still get stronger. You just have to watch your workouts and watch your recovery. But if you're full of injuries, then your career can come to an untimely end. And that's a huge if, because I'm sure injuries are very prominent in this type of thing. Absolutely, and they build up. Brad Provick having a lot of trouble there finishing the tire, but Saunders doing very well in the 700-pound marine chain drag. Yeah, Saunders is doing well. Let's check it out. Wow, 35.36 meters for Saunders. Excellent. At 21.35 for Brad Provick. Oh, that's sportsmanship there. They embrace.
Guys from the West, really appreciate the Quebec crowds. You guys are so loud. Love the sport. We really appreciate it. Thank you very much. It's a real treat to come out here, and I hope to be back.
I gave it my 100% for each event, and I absolutely love it. I finished strong. And a big thank you to Quebec. Quebec!
And here we go. We have Boudreau facing off against Ben Ruckstuhl.
Wow, big size difference here. Almost 100-pound weight difference between these two men.
Let's see.
Both of them impressive in their own way.
And the crowd is looking forward to this matchup. And here we go.
Ruckstuhl has a chance to be on the podium. In fact, he's headed in that direction. He will come in top 3 in this contest.
Well, huge motivation for him to do well in this one. Off to a good start.
And as I mentioned, Boudreau, I mean, this kid just won't stay down. Look at him. I mean, he's got the heart of a lion. He's trying so hard, and it's paying off for him here in this contest.
Well, like you say, he's got a big future ahead of him, a lot of years.
Watch the technique here. The taller guys tend to bend over a little bit more because they don't want to bend their limbs too much, right?
Yeah.
And the thing is, there's a lot of pressure on the back, so he has to be careful of that, Ben does. And watch how they push into the tire. And, you know, they're so tired because they've already done 7 other events.
Exactly. These guys are exhausted, but they're still giving it everything they have. Look at the determination. Unbelievable. Ben is on the chair already. He's trying to get every meter he can.
Boudreau looking back at Ben, like you said. He's on the chain. But Boudreau, no shame in his performance.
Oh,
He's doing fantastic. He's the lightest guy in the show, I think, except for one other gentleman, I believe. Quinton Falk's only 222.
There you go. I'm the youngest, so he's certainly showing well.
Look at that. What focus. He's keeping the chain high.
Catch up. Let's check it out. Oh, wow. 33.85 meters for Ben and 28.08 for Simon.
Ben's happy. That's a scream of joy.
There you go.
He deserved that 3rd place on the podium, and it's been a while since we've seen a guy from Ontario do so well.
It was a battle for sure, but I'm a little twisted. Je peux pas me sentir mieux que en ce moment.
I couldn't feel any better than I do right now. I would have loved to be in 3rd place, but you know, I gave it my best. You know, 2 months ago, I wanted to quit strongman, but I love the sport so much. And I think this time I was actually able to channel my passion for the sport into the events. And, you know, my hard work has paid off. I couldn't be happier.
Je peux pas être plus content dans cette aujourd'hui.
And this is the matchup we've all been waiting for, a battle of the Titans, Savoie and Jean-François Caron.
Now, don't quote me on this, but I think they are so close on the subtotal that this is still any man's contest. Here we have the former champion, and to the left we have the current defending champion.
Wow.
Both these men are world-class speed. They both are the world's strongest man. They've both done well in international competition. They both, Caron is the current North America's strongest man. Savoie is the former. Let's watch this.
Look at this. They are neck and neck. This is a huge treat for the crowd. And what a way to end our competition with the 2 leaders facing off.
This is going to be really close to call. This is incredible. These guys are neck and neck, and on the points as well, they're neck and neck.
Unbelievable. 2 deserving champions right here. Let's see what happens. Let's see who can be first to the chain.
I'm going to call it. This is going to be extremely close unless one of them gets so tired. But both of them, they just won't give up. Watch this. Look at this. Let's hear.
Look at this.
Oh my God. Savoie is...
It's hard to tell who's in the lead. It's so hard. It's unbelievable. It's going to come right down to the last second.
Look at that.
Oh
my God.
Check it
That's a
out.
photo finish. Look at that. Look at that. And I think
Too close to call, Sam.
they're going to have to get that tape measure out. Look at that.
39.04 meters for Caron. And he narrowly edges out.
By 3 centimeters. 3 centimeters. Just over an inch.
Passé tout près, t'as mené la compétition durant...
You came so close. You were leading the competition for 3/4 of the time. Unfortunately, a bad performance. You finished in 2nd place. How do you feel right now?
Écoute,
Listen, it was close.
je pensais que c'est
And, you know, I lost a lot of points on the crucifix. In an event like that that's hard to judge, you never know who's going to win.
Qui peut gagner. C'est ça qui m'a fait perdre mes points.
I think that if it was a farmer's walk, I would have been the winner and not him.
Il a gagné, c'est pas lui.
Pas satisfait, mais tu dois quand même soulager.
You're not satisfied, but you must be relieved that you defended your title. Yeah, relieved, that's for sure. Happy to have kept my title because it was so close. You know, it's been a while since I've had such a bad competition. But I hope everyone appreciated the show nevertheless.
So Jean-François Caron narrowly edges out Savoie. They're followed by Saunders, Ruckstuhl, Skaarup, Boudreau, Landry, and Bryanton.
Bonjour, mon nom est Jean-François.
My name is Jean-François Caron, Canada's Strongest Man. You're watching Strongman right here on TSN. Stay where you are.
Final standings after this, right here on TSN. And did Caron keep his title? Let's find out as we go to the standings. And yes, he does. Jean-François Caron wins the competition. He's followed by Savoie, Ruckstuhl, Boudreau, Landry, Skaarup, Saunders, and Provick.
Rounding them out, we have Wade, Wallace, Bryanton, and Falk. Wow, Caron is now three-time Canada's Strongest Man in a very tight and competitive competition.
And what a great competition we had, Sam.
Yes, Savoie is going to have to settle for second, but you don't worry, he'll be back. And we're going to see a lot from these two on international stages in the future, and a great new star at Ruckstuhl here at Expo, Quebec.
For Super Sam Dubé, I'm Steve Besner. You've been watching Canada's Strongest Man on TSN.
See you next time, and be strong, everyone.